I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0 along with Kevin Paul Dupont at the TD Garden, where the Bruins have taken a 3-2 lead with a 3-1 victory over the Tampa Bay Lightning, coming off a disastrous Game 4. Yep. Disastrous. Yep. All right, so the question of the day is, does this demonstrate, once again, a word they like to throw around, and the coach has thrown it around, their resiliency?
Well, it does. This has been among their trademarks. I think their greatest trademark of the year has been Tim Thomas. Mm-hmm. But when they've had bad games, they consistently have come back and had very good games. Now, this was a good outcome. I can't say it was a very well-played game, but resiliency, like victory, has its own beauty, and I thought they did as much as they had to do.
Well, they came out of a bad first period in which they didn't generate any offense, and we gave up an early goal that was not Tim Thomas's fault, a takeaway, I should say, really, and then a 2-on-1 rush by two very good players. And they came and played much better. They did play better, although with 8 minutes to go in the third period, the shots on goal were 31-12, yet they were leading 2-1.
Right. And if you go back to the first period when they only had 4 shots, only 2 of those shots came from their forwards. Yes. So, that's not getting the pressure on the net. They had Mike Smith in net, a bold move by Guy Pouchet to take out Dwayne Rollison, go with a different kid in net, and I thought he was solid. I thought he did a good job. That said, the Bruins, I think, if they're going to advance here, if they're going to move on to their first Stanley Cup final since 1990, heaven forbid win their first cup since 1972, they're going to have a better effort out of the gate.
Let's remember, too, that the other team has demonstrated this quality as well. And they talk about it all the time. And frankly, you know what the goals are even in this series? They're 16 apiece. So, I mean, there's no guarantee here that there won't be a game here on Friday night.
And I'm glad you bring up the point, because what is the key to resiliency? The key to resiliency is roster depth. I mean, if you've only got 1 line, 2 lines going, there's no way you're resilient, because you just don't have the bodies to do it. Both teams have impressed me that they've got good action up and down 4 lines.
All right, so 3-2 Bruins going back to Miami. Excuse me, wrong sport. Going back to Tampa, right state, and
they're taking their talents not that far south.
Right. Last word to Mr. Dupont.